There's a stretch of land between Charleston and Savannah where the tides move slow, but the stories run deep. They call it the Lowcountry, and this is Lowcountry Unscripted. We're not here for headlines. We're here for heart, for the fishermen and the founders, the chefs, the hustlers, the hometown heroes, the people who make this region more than just a postcard. It's voices from the docks, the dirt roads, the dive bars, and the back porches where truth gets told. No filters, no edits, no bull, just raw Southern stories, told straight up. This is the real Lowcountry, and these are its people. Lowcountry Unscripted, stories that built the Lowcountry, powered by Coastal Solutions Media. Broadcasting from the Coastal Solutions Media Studios in Hardyville, South Carolina, here are your hosts, Brian and Gina Pierce.
Hey, Lowcountry, welcome back to Lowcountry's Unscripted, the stories that built the Lowcountry. Looks a little different in here today. I got a sign on this side and this side, but you want to talk to this side. Tell her something they don't know, Gina.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Lowcountry Unscripted. Let's get after it. We've got a great guest here with us today.
All right, you've heard about it once. You've heard about it before. You know about the camel. The man, the myth, the legend, Kent Lawrence from Cruise Planners. More Than Just Cruises is in the studio, yes. And then we, look, Shelly and Gary came out faster than I thought.
Oh.
We flushed them out of the weeds. They're going to be here this afternoon.
It's an exciting day here.
Yeah, and then the man, the myth, the other man, the myth, the legend of the water, he has accepted, and you know it. And you've been waiting for him. You asked for it. I asked for it. He answered. That's right. Captain Chip Michaelov will be in the studio this weekend for the start of Shark Week. And
Brian's dreams will finally come true.
Oh, I am so excited.
We all know.
You have no idea.
Oh, I do.
He knows now.
I think everybody knows now.
I think you told him.
I told everyone.
Welcome to the show.
Hey,
How you doing, Brian?
We're good. Glad to have you here.
Hello again.
Yeah. So Kent's with Cruise Planners. Gina, we've got we went to our networking meeting this morning.
Yes, we sure
did.
did.
And we saw Ron, and Gina's going to tell you a few things about what Ron's got going on over at Playhome with an art show.
So we did tell you all that in memory of Jillian Agner, the Facebook page is now live. Her foundation is to help support victims of violence. It's called Jillian's Love Lives On. If you go to the web or to the Facebook page itself, the QR code will take you if you'd like to donate to the foundation itself. And then also they're going to be hosting at Play Home Technologies in Bluffton on Thursday, the 24th. Local artists, I believe there's 17 of them, 17 local artists with, artwork that they've done, and that will help also in memory of Jillian. So
yeah, and I think the artwork ranges from somewhere it's like $300 to $3,000 or something. So.
Yeah, amazing local artistry, which I love art, so I'm always gonna.
What else we got going
on? Also that also kicks off the Shrimp Fest on May River, Oyster Factory Park. That starts next Friday. Mm-hmm. So it'll be all kind of correlated together.
Yeah, so if you got Friday off, you need to be going to Play Home Technologies Thursday evening, 5 to 7.
Maybe do a 5K.
You can do
a
the 5K and then the Shrimp Fest afterwards.
Buy some artwork and then go eat shrimp the next day. Sounds great.
Boom. Boom. So we just planned your weekend. I don't think, but Kent here.
Well, you missed.
He's going to plan he plans your vacations.
Yes. We.
Kent, tell us. Yeah. So these people know, they've heard about you, and that if it's not through the podcast, it's been through advertising, and
okay,
because Kent is in he's in our networking group, and he has an interesting way, an interesting spin on travel, just what a travel agent will do. And his niche is, I call it exotic vacations or
luxury.
Yeah,
what do you call it?
Yeah, I think we really have two niches. One is luxury travel, and we do quite a bit of that, where it will be, give you an example. We had some clients on the Orient Express.
That is cool.
We've had clients on a river cruise on the Nile, touring Japan. We've had clients in New Zealand and Australia, those types of trips. And then we do a lot of romance and celebration travel, whether it be a destination wedding or it's honeymoons or anniversary celebrations, birthdays. I mean, we've done everything from dirty 30s to 60-year-old birthday parties.
What's the largest group you've ever planned for?
Right around 100 people.
That is a lot of people.
You know, but it's
Expert planner.
All the hotel, I mean, everything.
right.
That's
yeah.
a lot of people.
Well, it becomes easier because you replicate the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you're doing it for a group. It helps to coordinate. I mean, that's one of the things I think I talked about it a little bit today is a lot of times there's a lot of information you have to gather to travel internationally, especially with a group like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we'll do when we have a group, whether it's a destination wedding or one of these celebration groups or just a family group, we'll put together a web page for them to share the link.
To be able to enter their information.
Yeah, and to people that may be interested. You know, to give you an example, the Dirty 30 parties, they may send out 100.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean everybody's going to be able to go.
They might get 25.
Right.
And so what they'll do, though, is they don't have to collect any. They just send the link. They fill it out online. We get the information. If we need more information, that way we can quote them. We can line it up, show them what all the options are, and go from there. And the person organizing it doesn't have to get involved in all the minutia. A real classic example of that is a destination wedding. What I'll tell my couples is you don't have to worry about anything except for the wedding, except for the ceremony, except for the reception. You can focus. You'll be assigned a wedding planner. I'm not a wedding planner. I'm a travel planner.
That's right.
But you don't have to worry about any of the rest of that because all you have to do is focus on making sure, these are the decorations you want. These are the songs you want. These are the, the verses, or these are the,
right,
that type of thing. And it makes the experience a lot easier.
Oh, it takes a lot of the stress off, I'm sure.
We heard from Jorge today that he stood up and he gave Kent a testimonial that I assume if you have 100 people on vacation, when do you sleep?
When they're not on vacation.
You're like, they're here today.
Yeah, and the story behind that, folks, is that Jorge, one of our members, he was on vacation and he wanted to upgrade his room. I mean, just an upgrade. It was midnight. And he called Kent, and Kent answered it, picked up the phone, took care of it.
Actually, I'll reach out. He texted my wife, Julie.
Even worse.
And
Julie's great,
and she responded and got the upgrade taken care of for him.
Amazing.
He was probably still standing in line when it was done.
And they were at Legoland? Is that what I heard?
They went to Legoland. Actually, he went to Legoland to celebrate his son's birthday.
Yeah.
So,
what a great birthday party.
Yeah, Zeke's awesome.
Or what a birthday trip, I should say. Yeah. What would you say is trending in luxury travel right now? Where are people really wanting to go on those luxury vacations that you've noticed?
I mean, Europe right now, the two hot locations are still Greece and Italy.
Absolutely.
But we're seeing more people be a little more, I want to say experimental or a
adventurous.
They're doing Portugal and Spain. They're also, Spain and Portugal are probably one of the more reasonable places to travel.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that we've had several people go to in the Mediterranean is Croatia.
Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that. That's beautiful there.
Beaches are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's but the usual Ireland, Scotland. I've got a family going to Germany for Oktoberfest.
Nice.
And we have we have a family going to Ireland. I think there's 8 of them. Mom has early onset dementia.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wants to see Ireland.
Before she can't
So
remember she went.
So she's brought all her, all the sons and daughters and their spouses, and they're going. And
It's a nice vacation.
yeah, it's a very
Making a memory.
and that's a lot of what we do is try to put together and make memories.
Is that the trend too for the younger crowd, or is that is that age specific? Do you find people going overseas to Greece and Italy, or is that?
I'm seeing more young people wanting to do that for their honeymoons than
Going to a tropical location
Then
they want to
going
go
to
to.
Caribbean.
But then
Europe.
there's also we have a ton of people that still want to do the all inclusive on a beach and
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Sandals Resort.
Sandals is we're actually Cruise Planners is the largest seller of sandals
Mm-hmm.
properties.
Oh, really?
There's some really nice resorts though. I mean, everyone I've talked to that have stayed at Sandals, they it's like top notch.
There's more all-inclusive resorts out there than I
Yes.
knew about.
Yeah, and there's also some really nice ones that aren't Sandals properties.
Yeah.
That I could probably and have helped people. They have a Sandals dream,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of that's because of the advertising, but they
Sure.
don't have the Sandals budget.
Right.
And we can find there's some great resorts in Jamaica and the Dominican, in Mexico, that are every bit as nice and going to be more budget friendly.
Do you ever do, besides the resorts? Like I know that there's members of my family that they love resorts, but they have to stay in like a villa, like a big, almost like a rental home type of situation. Do you do those too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we rented homes for a family in St. Lucia most recently. We also rent boats.
Mm-hmm. Like yachts type thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
We had a
Wow. I bet that's got to be expensive.
and both crewed and uncrewed.
Okay.
If you're, I have a friend of mine that's a client that took his whole family and sailed in the BVI for 2 weeks.
Wow.
But he was,
Like he knew what he was doing.
he knew what he was doing. So our job was to get him a ship.
Wow.
But you can get a ship with a chef and a captain, or you can get
It's
just
like a fully furnished ship.
Yeah.
Like everybody's included.
Yeah,
in
they
that.
send the staff with it. And
That's awesome.
I used to be you watched my presentation. I was a yacht broker. We had to have our captain's license, and man, you'd be surprised. People really, they even when they purchase a boat, just finding staff. It's not easy.
Well, they also provision it too. I mean, you go through this process when you go to get a ship like that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want it stocked with, food wise? What do you want it stocked with, liquor wise, drinks wise, and all of them different. And they're pretty much just like going to a resort. Same with the villas.
You got to do the grocery shopping for the boat.
Yeah.
Before they get on it, essentially.
Yeah. Your
preferences and things like that.
Yeah, you have that all. That's all lined up for them, just like when you go to a villa.
Yeah.
Now, there's also several of the all-inclusive resorts now.
Yeah.
That are building villas.
Yeah.
Attached to them, so
Yep.
you can go to the restaurants, you can go to the bars, you can go to the pools, you can do all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your villa that usually has a private pool as well.
I believe that's what my aunt and uncle and their kids, they took them on like a final family vacation before my cousin started medical school, because they used to go like to Turks and Caicos every year. And they have great taste, and my uncle likes to have his own space, so they got a really awesome villa. And I was like, it's still on the resort property. And I believe that it was, but they could still go to dinner if they wanted to. They just wanted more space. And I don't blame them.
Yeah, and there's getting, that seems to be a trend that there's more of that.
Yeah.
Some of it I think is competing a little bit with the Airbnb, VRB, Vrbo.
Even with the timeshare properties, I mean, there's only so big of a villa that you can really rent, I guess, or not rent, but pay for. And the houses are seemingly more and more popular.
Yeah.
From what I've noticed.
Yeah, and it's something too that we have another client that he actually was in my BNI in Missouri, but he has 10 children.
Wow. Yeah, you need a house.
And so finding a vacation for
everyone,
for him and his 10.
She has 10 kids, but with grandkids too, just 10 children.
Just 10 children.
Okay.
Just
But
10
still, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they're ranging from
All ages.
Yeah, up to 18.
Ooh.
So that's always an adventure.
Absolutely.
But that's pretty much those are the two niches that we operate in, and have for 10 years.
Yeah.
Where would you, if you were to plan your dream vacation right now, where would you want to go, Kent?
You
Or
always ask the good questions.
That's what I'm here for.
I think that would depend on the time of year and what I was looking for.
Okay, give me one.
Dig
in that brain.
Where I really want to go back to is I want to go back to Holbox.
Where's that?
It is a island off the coast of Mexico, quite a ways north of Cancun, between Cancun and, do you know what the Yucatan looks like?
I do.
Like you were going to Merida. It's an island. What I loved about it, I went there. There's no cars.
Okay.
You take a ferry or a helicopter or a plane.
Okay.
A little plane.
Small one. Yeah.
And then you ride around in these, it's not golf carts. It's like, what is the hunting?
Oh, like a 4x4
like
type
a
of thing?
UTV?
Type of thing?
And those are the taxis.
Oh.
But it reminds me so much of, I started going to Playa del Carmen 35 years ago. And at that time, it was a sleepy little fishing village you went to the end of Fifth Avenue after the shops, and there would be mud and pigs and chickens and dogs. And,
okay.
Yeah, it was just it was a poor,
Not anymore. I think that's where Casey and Selena got married.
Oh.
It's in,
they love it
at
there.
the time, there was only one or two resorts.
Right.
And now there's over 300 resorts in the Cancun Riviera Maya area.
Wow.
300 all-inclusive resorts.
Yeah.
And
That's
so,
well, yeah. I mean, I guess that's the way to go. Now.
They rave about it because it's inexpensive to travel to Mexico.
That's true.
well, I mean, Mexico saved our business
Right.
just because of during, the 2020, 2021, so many places were shut down. They were open. They were open with all sorts of precautions and all sorts of issues, but we could still send people that wanted to travel.
That was a very difficult time to be in hospitality. And
Yes.
Aside
I was
from
not there for part of it, but when I came back, just seeing the amount of people that came back and were like, we're so glad to be here. We've hated just sitting at our house. We just wanted to go somewhere. And I'm like, these people, I mean, I work currently in timeshare, and these people pay money every year so that they can, vacation regularly. So I get it.
Yeah, there was some really, it was a strange time in that, we talked a little bit about networking in our networking group. I was in a similar networking group in Missouri, and we had a wedding team, but we also had a real estate team like we have now.
Mm-hmm.
the wedding team was out of business,
Wow. Yeah, because nobody can get married.
literally. But the contractors and the real estate people were having record years.
Yep.
Yeah, interest rates were low. I mean, I remember people talking about, everybody's stuck in the house. So it's time to get that kitchen remodeled because, now I'm looking at it every day. So those contractors were doing that. I have another client that I met through that group that does pest removal.
Mm-hmm.
And he said his business went up because people were home all day.
So they could tell.
They
if
could
there was
hear.
something. They could hear
They
the
could
squirrels and the
hear the
the
squirrels,
rats.
the bats in the
Yeah,
attic.
because they're up there
Ugh.
collecting nuts. They don't hear them. They don't hear them at night. They're about ready to hunker down.
You're like, what's that noise?
Yeah.
Heard it for days.
Yeah. So we'd call and go rescue the squirrel. So,
Wow.
but it was interesting times, and I really I'm glad we were diverse enough because we were doing so much land because the cruises
They couldn't
were
go
not,
anywhere. Yeah.
cruises were non-existent.
Yeah.
So we plugged along, and
That's right. They threw anchor down, didn't they?
yeah, they were
partying out there.
they shut it down, and
There was no COVID out there, I'll tell you.
We snuck in our first cruise, and right before COVID became rampant. Like it was 2019 that we went on our cruise with your whole family. That cruise planners helped us.
Yeah, that was in
with.
18 or 19. Yeah,
No, it was 19.
19.
And then 20 was COVID, and that's when I was without work for a full year. So yeah, I stayed home every day, and guess what? I didn't use a contractor. I just painted this entire house myself. Every single day while Brian was at work.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Henry does. I mean, you got to have him in here. I got to have him help out with the studio.
Well,
You
that's why
didn't
it's
paint
out of
that.
the
That's
camera.
me. That was all me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I am not a painter.
I was like, I'm not going to do that, but okay.
I'm not allowed to touch paint.
I hate painting.
I don't know. I don't think I could do it now. There's still a few rooms in this house that I haven't touched because I just couldn't. So that's why we're going to call Henry.
I'm so glad we have
touch a
people like
class
Henry
painting.
that find painting not only enjoyable but like a form of meditation. Like it's like really.
There are some people that are
relaxing
amazing
to
at
them.
it.
Well, and that's one of the great things I think about having a group and having people like that. Not only do you have those friendships, but you have
Expertise.
expertise at all these different things that if you move to a new area, which we did
Yep.
in November, it's like, okay, no matter how much, I would swear even if we had built a new house, it wouldn't be
What it was.
just
Or
right.
what?
You're
Yeah.
always going to look to tweak something.
Oh yeah.
But to have people that you trust. I mean, one of the first things we did was have Jorge in and do our floors.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
But didn't have any question about whether or not it'd be quality. Didn't have any question about whether or not it'd be a fair price. It was both those things. And I feel
Yeah.
the same way about, and that's what's really nice about, getting to see people and meet people like that on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still, not only are you growing your business, but you're helping them grow theirs.
Yeah. And it's nice. That's another reason for this podcast is we want to bring to the Lowcountry. Look, I mean, we qualify these experts before they come on here. We're not just, we're lining you up with the best, and we want it to at a value. And let's talk about Kent's value. Okay. It's free. It is free. So I bring it up all the time at the networking meeting. I think it's the most it's probably the biggest pain point you have is people think it costs a lot of money to use a travel agent.
Yeah.
And in reality, you're probably going to save money.
Well, the idea should be, at least with us, I know there are travel agents out there that charge fees.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of them, but there are some. We don't. Just the kind of the business model we chose. We are paid by the resorts. We are paid by the cruise lines. But they pay that anyway.
Yeah.
And you just don't get the service. You don't have the services of don't have an advocate, which is what we we answer the phone at midnight to work on an upgrade. We also answer the phone at midnight if you're having a problem.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're in the hospitality industry.
Mm-hmm.
Everything goes smoothly every day, right?
Absolutely. But there's a lot of people that go into making sure that it goes smoothly.
Yeah. My experience has been, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no. I'm saying like we pretend that everything is great, but there's people behind the scenes that are making sure that you're
Catching harpoons and making
Absolutely.
sure that,
and if they don't, they come right to somebody like myself who really is just going to be like, okay, how can I help you?
right. And that's kind of how we've built this too, is I've always been the person that goes out, does the networking, does the marketing, does a vast majority of the sales. But Julie takes care of the customer service. And it gets to the point we have so much repeat business because of how good or how well she takes care of our clientele.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that she makes sure that everything is perfect on the travel documents. Everything is done right. Everything is, if they're celebrating something, she'll reach out and develop a relationship with the concierge at a particular resort to make sure that, if they're there celebrating their 60th birthday, there's something for them.
Yep.
And it's building those relationships. It's knowing vendors. It's like we book a lot with ALG, Apple Leisure Group.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I was like, what is ALG?
And but we don't use their transfer company.
Okay.
Just because we have another one that I trust
Mm-hmm.
more, and I also know they'll go the extra mile for people, whether it be if somebody's on a honeymoon, to have a bottle of champagne in the vehicle when they get picked up at the airport. And, those little touches that make sure that it's or they're willing to stop at a grocery store to pick up something that
They want.
Yeah, I mean,
that they might like.
Because we as Americans get very, very spoiled if they don't have Diet Dr. Pepper on the resort.
I feel like Kent's the content creator of travel. Like that's what it is. You have to be exceptionally creative to come up with this stuff. I mean, because I've heard some of the stuff you guys do, and it's just not normal. It's not out of the normal. It's outside of mainstream things. Like,
I mean,
you're
just
really
knowing those like
creative
little details is what makes great vacations unforgettable. And that's what people want.
Well, you just think about your expenses out there as far as, you pay a lot of money for a house, pay a lot of money for a car. After that, what is really some of the more expensive purchases you make every year? Probably a vacation.
Yeah.
I talk about this with people every day.
go on them.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true. The
so-
value of a vacation with your family is huge for
I
some
don't know.
people.
You have a pretty big investment in your wardrobe.
It's true.
Yeah.
But not one single item, unless it's jewelry.
Oh.
This is from Shein, so it's like $1.
But it's it's when you have that kind of investment, you should hire an expert to help you with it.
Absolutely.
And when the expert doesn't charge you anything, it's kind of a no-brainer. And so that's what we do. And then you have an advocate is say you booked a resort on your own,
Mm-hmm.
or you booked it directly.
Mm-hmm.
You called, I don't care, and just pick one, Excellence or Sandals or
Sure. And just booked it online or
and
whatever.
you book it online.
Mm-hmm.
You get there and you have a problem.
You don't have anybody to call.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Pierce. We don't have your reservation.
Or
no, that wouldn't happen to me.
we don't have those rooms.
We don't have those rooms, but there you go.
Yeah, but we're going to put you,
Wait, this is what's available.
You booked a swim up, but we're going to put you in an ocean view.
Mm-hmm.
it's better room.
Mhm.
But no, I wanted this.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You have no advocate because who do you complain to the person or you talk to the person to try to get it fixed
Yep.
that's actually causing the problem.
Yep.
Where they can contact us, we can contact in most cases, management of the hotel.
I was just going to say, do you contact them directly?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll contact them directly. We'll also contact if they were through a tour operator, like I said before, an Apple
Mhm.
Leisure Group, or there's different ways you can throw more weight around. I mean, and it does, you're in business. We're all in. It does matter how much of a product you sell,
Yeah.
how much power you have.
Absolutely.
Our little business that we bought 10 years ago to take us into retirement is now $1 million travel agency.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
And
That is amazing.
so the two of us, if we talk to a resort that we do a lot of business with, they'll help. They'll do a lot of things to make it right. And they should anyway. It shouldn't have anything to do with that, but it does. It's, they're, like you said, you're in the hospitality business. You're supposed to make everything perfect.
I mean, I've been in every aspect of hospitality in this career path that I chose. And when I worked at the front of the house, which is who you see when you get your room keys, like they're the ones, I give them all the credit when it comes to resorts, hotels. It does not matter. That front end group, they take so much crap from so many different types of people.
Did you guys take calls from travel agents? Is that how you knew that?
Not all the time. More so at like the Westin and things. I would when I worked at the hotels, I would get calls from them being like, "Hey, listen, I know this isn't your job, but like these people are checking in at this date. Like they're expecting this. Can you help send, a cheese plate and a bottle of champagne, the nicest you have, to this because they're really expecting this?" Sure. Those are the type of things that if you help, then you're going to make somebody's day better. Like I wasn't expecting compensation. I wasn't expecting recognition for any of it. I just want whomever is checking in to have the best time ever. Like that's the name of the game.
It reflects on, that's why I think it is so important, is because it reflects not only on us, it reflects on the resort. It reflects on,
because then they will get return business. Then, then you'll get return business.
well, I have, without naming names, I have a do not sell list.
Yeah.
Of resorts.
Sure.
I have a do not sell list of cruise companies.
Yeah.
And I won't reveal those either.
It's your secret list.
Trust me, they know out there with the no sales.
I'm sure.
I think they do.
But it's you look at it and you go, okay, I know that if I put somebody in there, even if they request it, I usually can find something in any budget.
Yeah.
That's nicer than the one that's on the do not sell list.
Right.
And some of the do not sell aren't exactly low end.
Right.
They don't
Don't
offer
go
the
above and
level.
beyond.
They
The
don't offer the
customer
level
experience.
of customer experience that I want my clients to have.
Yeah. It's like you have a,
And that's part of, and I think that's part of the service too, is they're going through you for expertise.
yes.
And so the internet's a wonderful thing. You can,
It can also be the
until
devil.
you don't have it, because I got here today back from the meeting and there was no internet. I freaked out.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Quick, call Carol. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
Benny.
Benny.
Yeah.
No, but it's a wonderful thing. But if you look at, you're involved in social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you get a negative review, a good social media person can get that off your first page
Mm-hmm.
in no time.
Yep.
If you have a negative review, they can, they know how. I don't know how to do all that stuff. so we just work on not getting negative reviews.
Work on
Admin
that for you. Yeah.
But it's you. So when you're looking at reviews, and now most of the companies like TripAdvisor
Mm-hmm.
used to be a very wonderful source for looking at reviews, but now they sell travel.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I think you're talking about like on Facebook, the 5-star thing.
yeah, just
I'm
any
not sure if you can change those. I don't know.
anything that you do that if you're looking just for reviews of properties,
Right.
they can load enough new reviews that are 5-star that one goes down.
Yeah.
So you don't always have a legitimate reason. We've got 5,000 franchises, so we can.
It's just in the U.S. too, right? You're just
U.S. and
they're in the
Canada.
U.S. and Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So if I haven't sent somebody somewhere, someone in our organization has
Has
sent
gotten
some recently. So I can get on the ground, or Ben themselves.
Yeah.
I can get on the ground feedback on a cruise ship, a resort, a tour, that is legitimate, as opposed to
Like, I got somebody I know that went here
Right.
and told me this about this place. And you know.
I mean, it's also social media can be the bane of some of this too, because they get in these fan groups,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure there's a fan group for your time for Hilton Head's Vacation Club
There's a whole group of
members.
You have a
members
fan
that
group for Hilton.
it's not a fan group. It's just like
Well,
an
like a
owner
page.
page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
it's a group, a Facebook group of members.
They actually can just go on the HGV web or Facebook page. I think there is one, and people will just read the commentary.
I
the
see some people that are
complaints, all
actually
of it.
making those pages for for cruise dates.
Oh yeah,
Like
I know.
for like
So
it's
they have somewhere
for
to complain.
cruisers in the month of March. Because they're trying to find people that they can make friends with before they get on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that too. A lot of times there's in the fan groups though are either run by the hotel if you
Yeah.
look, or they're run by a travel agency.
Yeah, trying to boost business.
But it's an amazing amount of misinformation in those fan groups that, and we run into it, with couples, destination weddings. It's amazing how many people want to either brag about how much they spent or how much they saved.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the real answer is somewhere in between.
Yeah,
And so we just do, okay, we're going to,
like, where's the lie? So,
but that's where, people want to get, people like that information. We were talking before the mics went on that, about the fact that people don't answer the phone.
mm-hmm.
They don't talk to people about, they believe something they read
Yep.
from a stranger online.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be true. So
It is. I mean, listen, Lowcountry. I get more emails from you guys, and I would much rather get a phone call. Don't be afraid to call me. Like now that you know that, I think anybody in business.
You'll text them back, right?
Yeah, well, I think anybody in business needs to. I mean, if you call me, you have a much better chance of talking to me. I mean, than me sending you back an email. If you send me an email, you're probably not getting one back. I'm just letting you know. I don't have time to type one out.
I'll email you.
But it's depending on what you want to know. I mean, I get probably 150 inquiries a day about random things, and most of them are people spamming me because there's a lot of that in content creation. Once you get a
Spam,
hold of my
lots of
YouTube
spam.
channel, you start sending me. This is unbelievable.
Oh,
The people that are sending me emails to try to optimize my YouTube channel, and they're from Bangladesh. They want to have a Zoom call with me.
No.
yeah. I get those. I get.
They're actually legitimate, these people, but I've done some research on them. They're just they're really inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that reach out and want to be virtual assistants. We have a lot of people wanting to loan me money,
Oh, yeah.
business loans.
hmm
And
I quit getting those now.
Yeah.
Been a while.
But we get, I get a a lot of spam. And then we also have a lot of, pick up the phone, call me. Texting is another,
Lost
but
art. No. A lot of people
Is
don't
it-
like to text because you can't get the voice, or you can't get the feel for somebody through a text message.
yeah.
And I get that.
I,
Ryan yells at me about that all the time.
Well, I
Stop
think-
texting me.
I think so much of both those mediums depends on your attitude and your mindset at the time.
Mm-hmm. Because
Is
it
if
could be
you-
read differently.
That's
Yeah.
what AI says now too.
Yeah.
It reads your emotions.
Yeah, because I'll if I'm not in a great mood and I read a text, hey, Julie, read this, because I'm reading this as
This is it like
I'm
this?
reading
Really?
this really snarky.
I do that all the time with you. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
am I looking at this the wrong way?
and it's where if they would pick up the phone,
Yeah.
yeah.
Be
Yeah,
like,
we
Ken's
get a
in
lot.
good
We get a
mood.
lot further when you pick up the phone
Yeah.
and you talk to somebody.
Usually you can solve a problem faster.
Mhm.
I have learned though that you want to kind of verify what was said in writing afterwards.
And look, hey, and my email's automated. So if you get an email back from me that says please unsubscribe me to this letter, and you really want to send me an email, it means your email is too spammy. So rewrite it and send it. Try again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get it kicked back to you again as a spam, again it was too spammy. Find out why, and then kick it back and send it to me again.
Or
And if
just
it happens
call
a
them.
third time, then call me.
Then just call.
I mean, if you're really looking to get a hold of me, but otherwise, you're just going to get an automated message for the most part. I mean, very little bit of all of my medium and low priority stuff does not come to me. It's great. So
I do try
can
to
cut out
answer
a
my
lot of
social
it.
media.
I love the person who
any
will email
posts.
you too and go, hey, when you have a minute, can I call you? I'm like, why didn't you just try
That's
to call and
different.
ask me?
That's a little different when you get those messages. Like if I don't have time to give someone a call, I'm like, hey, I'm just sending you this. Can I call you later? And then they'll be like, yeah, 4:00.
Well,
So that is.
I'll send a text to set up a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll set one up.
just-
If
with
it's something major, I'm not going to be sending like a novel at that point.
No, and I also don't want to, depending on people's schedule, there's not always a
Good time.
just to pick up the phone and and it really doesn't matter what they do. If they're a lawyer, they're busy all the time.
Sure.
If they're a waiter, they're busy all the time.
All the time.
When they're at their job, it's not like they can.
Yeah.
So, okay, when are you going to be available? We can chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always about setting it up the right way.
So, Kent, tell people where you're from. He's originally from New York. Hey, 8 weeks, 7 weeks, it's gonna happen. But let's hear a little bit about you, your wife, your family, what you like doing around the area.
Sure. I'm originally from upstate New York, Finger Lakes area.
Woo!
Yeah,
My parents
another one.
my parents are still alive and still living there on their own
Amazing.
on Seneca Lake.
They're still shoveling snow.
Hopefully they have a snowblower.
He's got a guy. He's got a guy.
He's got a guy. Good.
Well, actually,
Wow.
he has a tractor that.
Even better.
Yeah, they've got several acres and
Nice.
several hundred feet of.
I was going to say, they can't have like a short driveway.
No, it's but so I grew up there, went to school in Illinois, and for college,
Mm-hmm.
and after college lived in Southern California for a short time, and then came back to the St. Louis area. I went to school across the river from there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And career-wise, I was in not your kind of hospitality. I was in the bar and restaurant business.
Oh, yeah. Food and
We
beverage.
all did food and beverage at once. Yeah.
Everyone
I
in the
think
world should do that.
I think everyone should. Everyone should either do that or
Yeah.
serve in the military.
Learn how to treat people
Mhm.
so that you don't become a jerk later in life. If you want to be a jerk, great, but at least know how to talk to the people that are serving your food.
Yeah, I think it's a really important thing. I think it's a very good judge of people when you see how they treat the people that take care of them.
Yeah.
That
you
whether
know,
whether
and you
wh-
know when you got a good waiter that walks up to your table, you're like, oh yes.
Well, I think it's so much of it is the people themselves, is how they treat that server,
Mm-hmm.
or that bartender. And I'm not just talking tip. I'm talking,
No, just like in person, like you're treating them like a human. You're not treating them like garbage because they're serving you a drink.
right. And I think that's important, and also that idea of trying to, as making a living off of
Serving people.
gratuities.
Yeah.
It's
Very minimum wage.
it gives you, I think my last gig was $1.99 or $2.09 an hour. I think
Yeah.
was the base.
Yeah, I still don't think it's high. I think I was making 213, I think, one time. 213, 235 in Florida.
I think in my 20s, I think it was like $4.25 or something. And when
Yeah.
I was in New York, it was like
Yeah.
$4.25 an hour.
Yeah, I think bartenders made $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made more when I got behind the bar.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, 401k, here we come.
But you still didn't make it. I mean,
It's a chump change.
well, yeah, I never got a check.
I think
'cause
mine just, they just
Yeah,
took
your
it all.
taxes
Because
offset. Yeah.
take the taxes. I mean, you didn't want to get a check.
Yeah, your charge tips. Hey, no more tips on taxes, I tell you.
That's right.
We're not doing it anymore. They're going to get
Here
it,
it
and they're
goes.
going to get it. They're not tax free.
That's yeah. I think that's so. I did that. Then I was in the executive search business for a company that dealt with construction industry. We were a retained executive search firm,
Mm-hmm.
and I headed up a division that did architects and consulting engineering
Wow.
firms, and all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great job. Did it for 25 years.
Competitive, highly.
Yeah, it's pretty competitive. It's also if you like closing, if you like sales, you always have two sides
Sure.
to close.
Yeah.
And I think some of the most skilled salespeople I've ever met were in that industry.
I would agree. Touche,
I mean,
yeah.
because you also have to be to do it right long term. You have to be very honest. You have to be very ethical, but you also have to be very. I think the key thing, and I see it in my business now, is you have to listen to people. You have to and ask the
right questions.
and question the answers,
Mm-hmm.
because even in what I do now is people will go, I just want an all inclusive on the beach.
Can we give us more information?
Yeah. And I'll just send me something. I had the same sort. I need a mechanical project manager. Just send me something. Okay.
You got to ask the right questions, open-ended questions, so that they can answer it correctly.
Yeah, and the same people have to get. The other side of that equation was trying to find out what makes people tick to make a job change. Because we recruited. We actually went
about that end of it.
We actually went into companies, got people that were gainfully employed, that were doing the job now, and got
them to leave.
and got them to leave. But
the
we got
mindset.
them. We had to dig. I've never been able to take someone
That wasn't willing to go.
You had to find out what had to be there, and
Yeah.
then match it up and make sure that the company you were working for that retained you had that or could merchandise that.
I know my mom, she always had one that would call her, she would answer the phone for her all the time, because she was like, when he calls, he means business. Like, he knows what I'm looking for, and there's no back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm fairly certain that he's the one that took and moved the family around. I think it's the same
Talent
individuals
acquisition.
responsible for it.
I think
No,
that's
that's a great job. And then Julie sold large scale print. She worked for a company. She has been working home based. I want to say 40 years now.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Lucky lady. Don't have to deal with the back and forth of traffic.
yeah. I think that's lucky, but it's also you have to be so disciplined,
Oh yeah, you can't just.
because it's really easy to go,
I don't want to watch TV instead.
I tell anybody who leaves an hourly job or somewhere where they're getting salary and they want to start their own business, I'm like, have you ever worked for yourself before? I mean, have you ever gotten out of bed and go, I'm going to go to work today? Because you're not.
Self-motivated.
Yeah,
Gotta be
at first
self-motivated.
you don't,
Yeah.
unless you're really driven.
yeah, you've got to get up and go, and
Structured.
and you've also got to. I mean, I love the freedom of it. I think I don't remember who mentioned it today that the opportunity to go pick up your kid, also go to your kid's games and do
That would be me.
Yeah,
Do
we were
those
talking
sort of-
about Jack. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
do-
about this being his last year of school. The fact that still my schedule limits me a little bit and how much time I get to spend with family.
Yeah, so the opportunity to do all that is really important,
Mm-hmm.
and being self-employed gives you that freedom, but it also gives you the freedom to work on Sundays
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
Saturday nights and
Whenever you want.
whenever you
Can't sleep. Might as well just get on the laptop. Yeah.
yeah. I tell people you don't have a 9 to 5 anymore. You have a 24/7, 365.
It's when you're on
And,
your
and it's
business,
just the fact that you might not have anything to do on Monday, but Tuesday through Sunday you're slammed.
Yeah,
And so
and
you
it
got to
can-
take care of it.
Yeah.
and you do wake up in the middle of the night going, what did I?
Was I
What have I
supposed to do
missed?
this?
Yeah,
What was I doing?
I do it all the time.
He does. He
And
doesn't
I'm in
sleep a
here.
lot.
I won't sleep.
Yeah, and I get to the point where I had note paper near the bed, just
Mhm.
if I come up with
Just
an
in case.
idea.
Yeah.
Do you just have like little Post-its everywhere? Or like little.
No, that's Julie. Julie
That's
has
Brian.
Julie has Post-its everywhere.
I have stacks of them.
He has stacks of them. And then he asked me to find do you remember where that one piece of paper is from like 3 weeks ago? I put it on the edge of the dresser. Do you know where it is? I'm like, no, I don't.
I'm looking for, what are you looking for? She'll go, and I'll be like, a part number. And she'll be like, all of your Post-it notes have they're just
Rambles, scribbles.
littered with numbers.
I
So-
don't get it.
So,
I am
yeah.
a book person or a notepad person.
I'm
not
moving
a
to the
sticky-
computer now
Yeah.
because I've got it right in front of me.
Digitize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't used to be right at my fingertips all the
So
time.
what you're saying is that your wife keeps you very structurally organized.
Yeah, you were saying?
Oh, and anyway, that's and then so like I said, she sold large format printing. It's an example would be remember when LeBron moved back to Cleveland before he had
Oh, yeah.
hit a wall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
some
the
of
mural.
that was some of her work.
Oh, wow.
Really?
She wrapped the BART trains in San Francisco.
Julie?
The big wraps of her company did in Salt Lake City. The skiers coming down the side of a skyscraper for the Winter
Oh,
Olympics.
yeah. I remember seeing
I
that.
think I've seen that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely saw it.
Those are all things that she did.
Wow.
So is she like a graphic designer? Was she designing it or?
It's
No,
just a
she was selling it. She was
Just selling it. Wow.
She would market it and sell it. I
She
mean,
sounds
they
like
did.
a cool lady.
What else did they do? They did the New York City Marathon. They've done Super Bowls, World Series, a lot
Sounds
of
like the
lot
stuff
of-
that
a lot
we
of
could
big things
see.
like that, and then a lot of random, somebody has a milk truck or a gas truck, and they want them
So they do
Yeah.
like the ads on sides of buses and stuff
Yes,
like that.
things like that.
That's cool.
The
Things like
moving billboards. We don't have those down here though.
Do they still have moving billboards now?
Yeah, New
Do
York
they?
stuff.
that. Yeah,
I'm sure they
I've
do.
seen them in St. Louis. Not a
In
lot.
metropolitan areas, they do.
It's been so long since I really see billboards. I mean, when we go to Georgia, that's where we see them. But
Yeah.
you know.
Well, she started in the billboard business, but that business is just about dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gone.
unless
now
you
it's-
head north towards on 95 towards south of the border.
Well,
Man, whoever came up with that.
Well, they're all getting digital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all
they
digital.
are.
Yeah, I mean, you
They're
can
being replaced.
well, you can sell the same board 4 times. I
Mhm.
mean, I think they have like 4 cycles.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, that's
That's pretty cool though that she
so-
does that stuff.
Yeah, she did
like
that. We bought the franchise in 2015. I quit my job. It'll be August is when we started.
Mm-hmm.
I quit cold turkey. One of the scariest things you ever do is go from a 6-figure job to your first commission check being under $30.
I know all about it.
And then in, I believe, 2019, Julie quit her job and joined me in this. I mean, she was always kind of working in the background, but not
Then
full time.
Her full focus now is
Yep. Yeah.
cruise planner.
So 2019, and then 2020 happened. Yeah, so it was.
Oh man, I can't imagine. Yeah, that had to kill.
Can't believe
They had
how
to kill.
it's been 5 years. Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not that people couldn't travel; they just didn't.
No, there's just some that
No,
they
I mean
really
like
couldn't.
they couldn't cruise, but their hotels they're still kicking, weren't they? No, they
No,
weren't.
they were not.
It really was. It was state by state.
That's right. You were home. I
was
had no.
home,
I had no
but-
idea because I was. They didn't give me time off. I was still working. So
Yeah, it really depended on the industry and what you were doing.
Hotels were dead. I remember
mean-
getting the messages from people being like, "Don't worry about the fact that you haven't been back yet. There's like nobody here, and there's a plexiglass screen in between everybody."
Yeah.
That was just really fun.
Yeah, at the time we were in the travel business. My son was managing a bar and restaurant, and his girlfriend, now wife, is an esthetician
Okay,
and
that was
and makeup artist.
Mm.
And so nobody was touching faces.
can't touch faces. Don't want to be in
And,
short proximity to
what do
people.
we have you out about in town? And then also it's a 2-part question. After where they can find you, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, you can get a hold of me since we've been talking about making phone calls. It's 636-492-1146 is my office number. So you can call that number. We are at circleoftheworldadventures.com for our website.
Excellent.
Anything on Facebook is through Cruise Planners Kent Lawrence.
Okay.
Also Instagram. Well, Instagram is, we're working on making some changes, so
Okay.
but it should be up in that
Now,
one.
do you yeah, so your website is your website.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't have to go through
Well, corporate has it's but it is we have our own domain.
personalized domain.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the best, around town. We're still getting to know this. I'd say that
I see you guys out a lot. Well, it's just Facebook pictures,
Yeah.
more than us.
Yeah, we like Lot 9 Brewery a lot.
What's your favorite food truck over there when you
I really like Taste of Mexico on Tuesdays.
I've heard they're really good.
It's very good and reasonable for
I
some
like
really
Mexican
good
food.
authentic Mexican.
I really got to
love
try the
Mexican
Tin and
food.
Talo. We've got a Mexican
Tin
one
and Talo
across
is
the street.
amazing.
Yeah,
Tin and Talo is what I want to
They
try.
took over that spot where the
You've had it?
Right,
yeah. They have a brick and mortar now.
They used to just do a food
I've seen
truck.
that by Jarvis Creek Park, I think.
No,
on
it's
the north end?
it's right at the corner of Spanish Wells and where the Parkway used to
Yeah,
split.
yeah, that's by Jarvis Creek.
That's the
Yeah, they drop.
it
Are
used to,
they in that little white building in the corner?
yes, it used
Yeah.
to be a
I think
general
they're-
store.
I think they're still cooking out of their
They are still cooking out of the truck.
and but the truck doesn't move anymore.
The truck doesn't move.
Oh, they don't go to Lot 9 anymore.
They don't go anywhere.
Nope.
Oh, because I said that was the one place that when I checked on them, they were at. Remember, we were going to go,
Yeah,
and then yeah,
Slap Truck's another one that's pretty good. They're there on Monday.
I've heard of them. Where
They're
Slab Truck?
Slap.
Slab Truck. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually went there Monday and got a Korean fried chicken,
Yum.
which was if you
The
like.
sandwich,
Yeah,
the chicken sandwich.
yeah, chicken sandwich. I'd get it without the bun, but
It's really good.
it's a very good.
I'll tell
that's
you,
what I
if-
got
If
the first
you-
time I went.
If you like Mexican food, Cassandra one time brought some steak over here.
Her dad makes excellent
I'm
steak.
telling you, and she's like, he'll make it all the time. You've got to have it. And I
Maybe
know,
we'll do that for the Halloween party. Maybe he can make some for the Halloween party.
I'm still trying to figure
Kent,
out
we're
what.
gonna have a Halloween party.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the network for BNI.
We're gonna invite
Yeah,
everybody.
We're gonna try to
You have
put
to wear a
that together.
costume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kent's always a player for that. He goes,
Yeah. No problem.
oh yeah. So, yeah, she brought it over, and I think the only thing I'll tell you, Bucky's hasn't been brought up, or her dad bought a grill at Buc-ee's, and I'm like, that's what it is. They rub the beaver nuggets on the grills, and that's what it's the only thing I can think of. They seasoned the grills with the nuggets.
I just
That's
think
why they're
that
that steak was so good.
there's something different about
Authentic Mexican food.
Mexican food.
I don't know
really
what they
is.
do to it.
Well,
If you know a guy,
Yeah, I think the same thing with, it also depends on what part of Mexico.
that's true.
I mean, that's,
Actually, it just depends on what type. Like I work with a lot of Latinas, I should say, and each from a different country, and they all have different types of food that they cook and enjoy. And yeah, it all just varies depending on the country
but in Mexico, it depends on, I mean,
and
like,
the area of Mexico, right?
yeah, like if you, restaurants from where they come from Guadalajara
Mm-hmm.
in the West,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you'll get the refried beans and you'll get more chicken, beef, pork, and you'll get a
Variety.
rice. Chimichangas came from there and those sort of things. Now you go to the Yucatan, and there's a lot more seafood.
Yeah, like certain things aren't as readily available, maybe.
Yeah. And then, but you'll also get things like chochinita, which is they take this is up near Merida. They take a suckling pig and bury it in coals and cover it with banana leaves.
I've seen this,
overnight. And it's the most amazing. It's more the spice rub than anything. It's the most
It's
amazing.
all about that seasoning.
Yeah, it's more like it's how they smoke things over there.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all about trying new things, so
But
I
that
have
was,
to do that too.
yeah.
The leaves keep the meat, like it keeps the meat moist.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, so depending on where you are, a lot of times in Baja, you'll get cactus wrapped things,
Stuff.
Yeah.
different items, seafood usually.
Cool.
I've never enjoyed eating abroad, but it's always been in Europe. I was younger too. I think
I think your palate's changed.
Yeah, I didn't have the palate I have. I do
His
now.
palate's changed quite a bit in the last year,
Yeah.
actually.
I was Europe. Sorry, my European friends. I love your food, but it's.
I don't think
We're
you've
just
been
not
to enough
used.
places.
We're not used to eating fish with a head and eyeballs on it. All right, and that's all they're gonna do is. I'm like, you got one without the head on it, and they're like, we don't.
Give me a knife.
Can you
I'll
cut it off of there? And they're like, we're not. No. They just,
I kind of like that whole fish thing. That's
yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I know that there's one that you can have that's like covered in salt or something. Like I've seen those before.
Yeah.
Apparently that's really delicious, but I don't know.
I don't think that fish
journey.
is cooked. The one that's covered in salt.
No, I think it might. I don't know.
I think that's how
They
it.
brine it. I have no
something
idea.
like
I
that.
need to go on a food journey, as I said.
Yeah.
Food journey.
Hey, we got the foodie coming. I think I have a phone call with him tomorrow. There's a guy on the island, and we called him out on here. His name is Nick DeSimone.
And he loves food.
Oh, okay. I know Nick.
Yeah, you know, probably from Facebook or have you met him?
Yeah. From I haven't met him, but
Yeah.
I know his from. There's he and I think it's Larry Rocco.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Both in
I
that.
like Larry.
It's-
They have the
it's-
taste of Bluffton or
Low
food,
country,
food experiences. Or
low country food.
yeah, I've been a part of that page for a long time.
Yeah, so we got him coming on.
I like Larry. They almost shut it down because of the negativity that sometimes they get backlash over like their reviews. And they're like, we're not trashing the restaurant. We're just saying like this particular dish was not my favorite.
Hey, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I mean, we're all about transparency, and I love what you're doing. I want you on the show, and he's coming, so we just have to find a time to get together.
I remember all that. That was. I mean, I think the thing is, what's important in any of those, like we were talking about the fan pages before, is you want to promote the businesses. If someone had a problem with Coastal Solutions,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want them talking about it on a Facebook page unless they had already contacted you and you told them,
Yeah.
go pound salt or something.
Mhm.
So you really, I mean, I think that's going back to calling people.
Mhm.
if you have an issue with someone's service,
Talk to them about it.
talk to them first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
you're
if
going to
they
be
can
more apt to get
resolution.
further or get it resolved than you are over an email.
Yeah.
Or worse yet, over some social media post.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
Figure it out.
It was
Otherwise,
more
you
so
know,
when I had a problem with it was in trucking. You know, when you would have a driver, stuck at a customer, and they're holding their phone. Like, just give them the phone. Sometimes it worked, and they're like, no, we don't want to talk to them. We'll send them an email. And the guy sits there for 2 days waiting for an email. It's just not fair.
No.
Pick up the phone. They won't talk to you. During COVID, they just made a rule. Like,
Customer service and customer or problem resolution is a key factor, especially for your job, Ken.
I
sure.
think when anybody that's public facing,
Yes.
especially a small business, the rest of us have to realize, or we don't have to, but we should realize that is somebody's livelihood,
Mm-hmm.
and that the vast majority of small business owners that I've met in my career would do anything to make their customer happy.
Yeah.
They will bend over backwards, and they will do anything to correct something, even if it's not their fault.
Yeah.
If you communicate with them. But if you put them on shout,
Put them on blast and you don't,
put them on
Yeah.
blast on
but you never told them that there was a problem to start with. How are they supposed to fix it?
yeah. I mean, those are always the ones that I hate, or don't hate with a client, but it just bother you with a client is having someone come back from a trip and say this and this and this didn't happen like they wanted it to.
And you're like, why didn't
Yeah,
you
and you
call
didn't
me?
even call me.
Yeah, but
Why
you
didn't I
didn't
know
you,
about it?
You did, yeah, and then they'll go after the fact and go, "Is there something you can do for us?" So I could have done a lot more for you while you were still on the ship or while you were still on the resort.
Do you check in with your clients while they're on their trips? Like, do you just I know when they're international, it's probably kind of more difficult for you, but like,
No, I have an international plan on both of our phones.
oh, okay.
So we work out of the country.
And even even if the client is out, like
Yeah.
you still have a way to communicate with them.
Yeah, I have a
while
way to
they're out?
communicate with.
Okay.
We generally don't. I mean, might follow along a little bit on social media because, especially with my younger clientele,
They post everything.
they'll post. Yeah, I'll know if they're having a good time or not.
Here in Prague. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's important. But I also think it's important that if you're going on vacation, if you're on your honeymoon, you don't want to hear from me.
Yeah.
But we make it clear in all of our communication that, here's our personal cells. Here's our,
If there's a problem, reach
there's
out.
a problem. It doesn't matter day or night. I mean, example, had a good friend of mine, her daughter was going to be in Greece on a work study
Mm-hmm.
for a university, and the university set up their flights. Ashley was going to go with her daughter early. She was going to be in Athens,
Mm-hmm.
so she was going to go over early, go to Athens, go out to the islands, spend some time in the Greek Isles with her daughter, and then fly back. So on the way there, we didn't book their flights. The university did, and they only gave them 40 minutes in Charles de Gaulle, which is not enough time to get through the airport in
Anything,
Paris.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
So they missed their flight.
Mm.
They got on the next flight. So at 2 a.m, she's calling me from Paris, worried that whether or not she was going to be able to catch the ferry to Crete.
Mm.
So I'm on the phone to Athens at 2 a.m, and we made sure that she was scheduled on the right ferry and was able to go, or we were going to set up a hotel and be able to go the next morning.
Yep.
But it's that kind of, if you call me, I can fix problems.
Right.
If you don't
Then you're
communicate,
just going to deal with you're just going to deal with the crap until.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, I go back again, guys. And you're hearing it here. This is the kind of service you get, and you're probably going to end up saving money by using a travel agent.
Yeah.
And
feel much
who
better
wants
about
to?
that.
You're on vacation. Why would you want to deal with this? Let Kent deal with it.
Right. And I think that you don't want to paint the picture that there's always problems, but there's potential for problems.
One day I'm going. Kent will help.
Yes. Be happy to.
Excellent.
Well, that's like we gotta wrap it up now.
We
Okay.
do.
Thanks
Yeah.
a
nice
lot
and-
for inviting me.
Yeah,
It was
Kent,
great
you were
fun.
awesome. Well,
a
so
lot
much
of-
knowledge
a lot
today.
of our customers, or a lot of our podcast guests, we ought to have them back because there's just not enough in an hour and
It's true.
an hour and 15 minutes. There's only so much you can talk about,
Yeah.
and
Sounds
we
good.
got so many people with so many stories, but it's great to have. We've had such an array of people in here, and Kent's another one that's from, he's a transplant like all the rest of us, and it's always good to get to know these people and humanize them. And so now you know Kent Lawrence, and if you guys have any questions for Kent, I want you to drop them in the comments. And don't worry, I'll get them to him because I see him at a minimum once a week.
And we'll even call him.
Yeah. Better yet, his number's here. So give him a call. He'd love to talk to you. If you have any questions for him whatsoever,
Sounds
Kent?
fantastic.
thanks a lot. And
Thanks a lot,
we're going to do it again real soon.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
And we got another one coming up for you. So
We'll
Looking
take a
for-
quick break
looking
and be
forward to
back
the next
soon.
one.
awesome. We're looking
Thanks,
forward to
Kent.
having you, Kent.
Take care.
All right.